relevant to you all. Today we want to talk about, it's an interesting thing, an interesting place where everybody normally is. Ile place uko na confusion kidogo. Wale sana umetoka tu shule or unaendelea na maisha, you want to find out what course do I do, is this thing marketable, lazima nifanye broadcast nikuwe journalist, ama lazima nikuwe daktari, lawyer, what if I don't want to do all these things, should I have a mentor? All these questions are going to be, we're going to be discussing that right now, and I'll allow, okay, hey, hapa hivi tuko gentlemen wengi, so I'll allow the lady to go first and introduce herself.
Yes, my name is Diana McKenna. Yes, from the University of Nairobi. Yeah.
All right. And the people said, all right.
Saseni, my name is Clon Smaller David.
Atenane?
Clon Smaller David. Yeah. And I'm currently doing music.
You're doing music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Majina ni Ryan Ayub. Currently facilities manager, Delhi MC.
Delhi MC. All right, so I guess we'll start with the musician. And that is, of course, you know, most people, when there are many people who want to get into the arts and be musicians, what are the things that you did or you felt you did right to make you, or you are doing to make you stand out right now as a musician?
Basically, as a young person, is to have someone I can look up to first.
So a mentor?
Yes, a mentor. So I think once I had a mentor, it was easier for me to at least, even if it's not following everything, at least there's some things I can learn from him that help me to get to where I am now. Yeah. All
right, so, okay, so do you believe that, like, if you want to make it, you have to have a mentor?
Okay, it's not that much of but you really have to have a mentor, especially as a young person, because it guides you. It's like having a parent. You see, at times your parents may not be interested in the same field, especially if it is art. Ukiambia mzazi ati mimi nataka kufanya muziki, anaona hapana, uandikwe na nani? Unajua wazazi wengi wanataka wewe uandikwe, hawezi amini unaweza jiandika, so hapana, don't do music. So if you have a mentor, at least inakusaidia those hard times. Ukisikia some of their stories, you get motivated to even work harder to your dreams. Yeah.
All right. Laura, but what are you doing at the University of Nairobi?
Well, I did counseling psychology.
Okay.
But I am a model.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, it's different from what I am doing. I also travel, and we have a team called 22 Kenya. So having done psychology in the university doesn't mean that what you did in the university is what you should be doing in life. Maybe there are circumstances that made you do what you did, but
what were your circumstances that made you do counseling psychology?
Well, because I love to work with people, but modeling and traveling is what I like more. Yeah.
So in reverse, would you have probably in hindsight, in reverse, in hindsight, would you have then preferred to do, if there was like a course or something to do with modeling, if there was a course like that, would you have wanted to do that instead, if you're given the option, instead of doing counseling and psychology?
I would have trained, but the knowledge you get from psychology, you also use it as a model. Yeah, because maybe some stuff like self-esteem, yeah, but modeling is what I really want to do. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And yourself, sir, what do you think about the system that it is and the choices that people have to make? Like, you know, not everybody. Ama kuna kila mtu hapa anataka kuwa lawyer. Kila mtu anataka kuwa lawyer. Daktari. Unataka kuwa? Nimesikia kusema unataka kucheza bano. All right. So, what do you think about the choices that people have to make and that whole confusion that they're faced with, especially plus the pressure from parents who think certain jobs are a must? Uyu lazima go to daktari.
I know for most people, it's usually the parents who decide what you're going to do in campus. Myself, I started with computer science. I did computer science back in college, but I ended up doing other things. Mostly it's because of the situation, being broke. Obviously you need some money, so you have to do whatever you need to do to at least sustain yourself. So for me, I started doing sales and promotions. Wale watu kwa roundabout wanapeananga flyers, wale wanasema
si wale wa nini massage spa
inaiko madawa, wale wanasema inaiko madawa na watu wanalala kwa gani
dawa ya mende.
I think it should not be the option of the parent to choose for you what you're supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, like for myself, I'm currently doing facilities management, which is basically like project management.
Right.
Whatever I did in campus isn't something that I wanted to do as a career. So I think the option should be to the person who is going to do that job, or who is going to do who is going to actually work for that. Yeah. So I believe at the end of the day, you are the person who has to choose.
Who chooses
and even some people choose a career because many people are doing that career, which should not be the case. You only do what you love, because you will go and do that job, and at the end of the day, you'll be complaining. It's Monday again.
So you need to do kitu unapenda.
Lazima ufanye kitu unapenda.
What you love. I guess also maybe I can talk, if anybody who is willing to step up and just talk about like the different pressures yenye muna face in picking some of these courses. Na kama kuna pressure kutoka wazae ama ni peer pressure, maybe sisi ni watu wa law tuende tufanye law, from who is willing to wewe who nani inua mikono kwa ishara ya mikono. Yeah, wewe. Yes, just step forward. Step forward. So we get step on it. Yeah. Tumklapie. Okay, sorry. What are the pressures you feel when you're trying to pick some of these courses? Is it from parents? Is it from the peers? Or where does the pressure come from?
Actually, my name is Alvin. So the pressure that comes when you're trying to pick these courses, actually, most people at our ages are trying to look at the coming future, like in 15 years' time. What will I be doing? You find that there are some people that they'll be entering into for example, they're following their hobbies, like for example, you are a swimmer. 15 years' time, you will not be in water still. So that's like the last option you'll be having is at least you get that career whereby you can even be called, like for example, if you're a lawyer, it doesn't necessarily mean that 24 hours time you'll be in the office. Even there are some lawyers, like the footballers, for example. Gerard is a lawyer and is a footballer. So you find that the career itself is just a backup for the nowadays generation. Yeah, that I think.
All right, cool. Like you said, si ati kama unafanya swimming utakuwa samaki, utakaa kwa maji all your life. I guess we'll go back to you, who is doing music as well. So is music the only thing that you're doing, or like you said, is there a career you're using as a backup?
Okay, well, my career will fall under the same line of music. I'm also learning production, audio production. So it helps in I can aside from music, because inafikanga mahali utaweza kuimba, but you have to have something unaweza fanya aside, unajua. So hiyo inasaidia in sometimes I can also create employment for people, vitu kama hizo. So it really helps. And pia nilikuwa kwa there's a group yenye tulikuwa tumechukulia, it's a group, a musical group inaitwa Giant in Me, that I associate myself with it. It's actually a group that inachukuanga talents of people who are talented rather, then we are trying to nurture them into growing.
Right.
So yeah.
You wanted to add something? I saw you. Yeah.
Well, I think the career helps you For example, if you have a passion in something, having a career behind your passion will help you grow your passion. For example, I like modeling and maybe my career is in the line of psychology. So you'll find that my career gives me at least an insight into what my passion is. So I'm earning from my passion, but I'm getting some knowledge from my career. So I think the career is not totally off. It helps you to some point. Lakini yenye umefosiwa mimi naanga iwezi kusaidia mazee. Ukifosiwa I think unapelekea tu wazazi alafu unarudi kwa passion yako.
Kuna watu hapo wamesema good. Correct. All right. So you know, like we're hearing a lot of things here where you're saying that lazima kukuwe na backup. So is it that the things that we're choosing are not being taught in schools, or what is the, you know, like somebody here said lazima kukuwe na backup. At least him is doing music and audio production. You did counseling and psychology and fashion, which is totally different. So is it that was the problem that it's not being taught? You didn't find it taught? You didn't find a mentor? Or what was the challenge?
Something like kumodel, you cannot find a 4-year course in modeling. Kutembea ina change. There are poses that come up. If you want to be like, let's just take a look at one of the best models, anaitwa Naomi Campbell. Aku from a mini modeling, and there are new stuff coming, so you cannot keep on changing. So it is not that it is not being taught. We have schools that teach modeling, but you'll find maybe it's a 3-month thing, yeah. Na mzazi anataka uende, utajulikanaje umeenda campus.
Mtoto wangu
alikuwa 4 years.
Huyu ni engineer huyo. Huyu ni daktari. All right. So what advice would you give to those who are faced with that task of picking the course that they want to do versus their interest and their love? Maybe they like fashion, maybe they want to do acting, maybe they want to do music, maybe they, you know, like for example, even in our field as a journalist, we have people who are lawyers, and then they came and became a journalist. So what advice would you give to such people?
I always say, as long as you're doing something, you're progressing. It might not be what you want, but as long as you're doing something, at least you're moving forward. Hawezi sema unakaa kwa nyumba just because you want to be a lawyer and maybe there are no vacancies for that. Hawezi sema unataka kwa nyumba unangoja kazi ya kuwa lawyer. So at the end of the day, you have to do something. While you're looking for that job that you love, unafanya kitu ingine. Yeah.
All right, cool. So of course that is, you know, as far as that is concerned, you know, get advice on what you're supposed to do. And I guess we'll take some final comments as well on just the general outlook and what your final views are on the topic of picking, you know, he's picking your career versus doing that thing that you love. Like mimi nilijua nataka kuwa journalist from when I was 7 years old. So mimi niko tu sawa. Hata Buda alijaribu kuniweka university nikamdanganya. Nafanya IT na kumbe nafanya media. Yes, so for people who don't want to be as drastic as me, what would you tell them?
Well, as a topic inaongelea career, well, naweza sema brief something about career. Career for me is a decision that a person makes on regards to your professionalism and occupation. So at the end of the day, it's your decision. It boils down to it being your decision, and it's a lifetime decision. Unajua career unachagua sahi ni ile utafanya kabisa. So una imagine ulichagua career na kubo, so your whole life itakuwa tu inakubo. Ukifikiria leo Monday imefika, hawezi tamani kwenda job. So Nyazambia, young people outside there, if you feel that there's something you love doing, hard work always pays. No matter what thing you do, or anything you do, ukiweka tu bidii, it will always pay you back. So hiyo kitu unachagua, hiyo mali interest yako iko, just do it and itaku take places. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I would say have a passion, but be knowledgeable in the passion that you have. Have some knowledge about your passion. Don't just go into, maybe you love music, don't just go into music blindly. Maybe if you love modeling like me, don't go into modeling blindly, because you will need some knowledge behind your passion. And then, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, let me just say I want to big up my Twende Tour Kenya team. Also, if you don't know what you want to do, come and join us at Twende Tour Kenya. We will tell you what to do. We will travel with you.
Dash. Dash wewe nataka kutravel hiyo ya kujua. Alright, let's give it up for them. Hapo hivyo wewe club kwa sababu nataka kukula, na nataka kwenda tu wengine. Alright. Alright, so always right on the 10 we like to give some giveaways. Today is a special day because we have a huge international act who will be coming into Kenya over the Easter period. That is from April the 14th, and that is the one and the only Diplo. So for those of you who hamjasikia ngoma yake hiyo iko ndani boom, like the 10 over 10 anthem inakuanga boom. Do you have a DJ that you can play that a little in so that you familiarize yourself with the music? Ukisikia tu ngoma lazima utaijua. So he'll be coming down on the 14th, and I want to give away some tickets to that event. Ndio hiyo sasa beat inapanda mtoko ndani